What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cass's XJ. Today we're going to react to two horror animated videos by the name of Llama Arts. I've been watching them for a while. I haven't seen a lot of their new stuff or their stuff for like the past couple of years, so I got to catch up on them. Let's react now. Alright, this first horror short is called Scary Field Trip. Let's get into it, bro. I've been on a couple field trips myself. Nothing crazy happened out of them. If you guys have
Back
any
in
horror
high
stories,
school, I took a
put down in the
mysteries and
comments, I'd love to
mythology
hear.
type class, or something like that. I don't remember the name of the class. It basically just had to do with
Okay.
real life mysteries and creepy shit.
Oh,
I was
okay.
into that kind
Fair
of
enough.
stuff. I was taking the class
who was
with a
ever
good
listening
friend,
into
who I'll call Ben for this
Which
story.
should stay in school, kids.
The teacher of the class took us on a field trip to a nearby abandoned village with an
Scary
unknown
field trip.
past.
Goodness gracious, where are we going?
The village was built in the early 1900s, but seems as though it had been
That's when
quickly
you know it's
abandoned
time to
shortly after it
skedat
was
and not
built.
go on this field trip. Don't get your
The
mum to
bus
sign the
ride there was
permission
about
slip.
20 minutes. All of us were glued to the bus windows as we pulled up some sketchy-looking, decrepit road cutting through dense
Yo, that fast.
forest.
Yeah.
The road eventually led to a clearing. We were
Yeah,
there.
a lot of these places
We
being
stepped
like
out onto the
secluded ass
road,
areas,
which had
man.
grass growing through the cracks.
It's like who be
The
living
grass surrounding was almost
so
knee-high.
far away from civilization.
Then there were the buildings. The tall, archaic brick buildings with the boarded-up windows.
How is that
gave
house
off
on the
such
left still standing,
chilling
bro?
vibes.
How is that even a thing?
The teacher lined all 20 of
The
us
timber not
up,
even
counted
be straight.
heads, and then began leading the way. The point of this little field trip was to use the so-called skills we learned in class to see if we could put anything
that
together
we
about
probably
why
haven't
the
even listened
village
to.
may have been abandoned so long ago. Some of the buildings had holes in the walls to serve as entryways.
Fair enough.
There were even holes in the ground next to some of the buildings.
This is not
seemingly
like
dug
a
to get into the basements of
looked
some of
after
the
area in a
buildings,
sense.
which
Like,
seemed
why are we field
creepy.
tripping here if it's just like
There was
abandoned?
one building, though. It stood taller than any of the others. It just intrigued me the most.
Yeah, fair enough.
While the teacher was leading the group towards the village church, Ben and I decided to sneak off on our
You
own to
gotta
look for
separate,
anything
of course.
interesting.
What kind of field trip if
When
you
we
don't
walked off in the
get
direction of
lost,
the tallest
you know?
building, we saw a hole in the ground. It was dug by the back door of the building, which had been sealed off.
Oh, yeah.
In the
let's just-
hole was a ladder, which
down
led
there.
down to the concrete floor below. We both looked at each other and knew we had to do it.
Man, dude.
Ben climbed down first, then
I
me.
swear people these days be
Luckily,
like,
this was
I ain't
just
doing
around the
anything
time
with
Apple
that.
started putting flashlights on their phones, so we had a source of light. It was creepy down there.
Nah, there is nothing.
There were a couple
Listen
of
to
beer
that.
bottles,
Get
one
out of there.
graffiti tag on the wall, and dusty wooden planks everywhere. There was a
No,
wooden
this is
stairway which
style
led
of a
up to
horror film,
complete
that's for sure.
darkness, since all windows and doors had been sealed shut from above.
And what
We
it
had
takes
already
too.
gone
No
as
roll
far as to
calls,
enter the building,
no
so we
head counts
figured
or
we'd
nothing.
go up the stairs too. I went first, and with each step, the creakiness of the 100-year-old wood made me feel as if I was going to fall through each and every step.
Hey, if I was to step on one of those, man,
Ben
I'd fall
followed
through.
suit.
No, because it's old. Because
This
it's
floor
old
of the building
stairs.
was very
Okay,
tight.
don't.
It seemed like there were many openings
No other
going
reasons,
off
but
into
the stairs are
different,
really old.
smaller rooms. It was so dark in there, you would never even guess it was daytime. Ben and I were honestly starting to get creeped out in there, and agreed to go
By
back
now you're starting to
outside.
get creeped out.
But just then, there was a noise in one of the tiny rooms. Like a big rock hitting the concrete floor.
Damn.
A normal
It's a
instinct
squatter or
would be to
something, man.
run, but Ben and I froze.
A squatter has
locked
come
eyes
out of
for a
its freaking
moment,
cocoon in the wall.
Then both tiptoed over to the opening of the room. We shined the lights into the room
No.
and ran.
Damn.
We ran back down the stairs and then up the rusty ladder back outside.
Bro.
We caught up to the group out of breath. We didn't say anything though to avoid getting
Bro,
in
that
trouble.
happened in the span of like 5 minutes.
One of our
at
classmates
least.
asked us what was wrong. We told him we snuck into one of the buildings. And in one of the rooms, when we shined the light into it,
Who we
we
see?
saw 3 guys standing maybe 10 feet
What?
away from the
Oh,
doorway.
nah, man. We're
facing
talking
Ben and I
about
in
the
a weird
underground mob or
formation,
something like that. What is
as if
this?
they were waiting for us.
Yeah, nah. Get your ass out of there. But
As we continued following the group, we paid extra attention to the tall building we entered from the distance.
man, we're looking at
And before
3
leaving,
crackheads.
we saw a person's face at one of the higher level windows that had not been boarded up.
Oh, I thought that was originally boarded up.
We
but
never
guess
told
not.
the teacher in fear of getting in trouble. We didn't know what to
But
think.
why is there 3
Were
random
those
dudes
just homeless people living
on
in
this
there?
random field
Were
trip?
they gang members in hiding? Ben freaks
what I
me out
said.
with his theory. He says
I
they were
reckon-
ghosts of the people who once lived in the town.
Okay, so you
Still,
listened to the class.
The way the 3 guys were
classes.
just hauntingly standing there, so calmly, staring at us the moment we peeked our heads through that doorway.
Ugh.
I still can't get that image out of my head.
Yeah, nah, bro.
I may go back to that village one day,
You may.
just to prove Ben's idea wrong.
You ain't going nowhere, man. Oh, we did go back. Hold on, we did go back. This guy's a goner. This guy has to be a goner. Oh, what happened? Little bit of a cliffhanger. All right, this next one is called Night Shifts. We already know what we're getting with night shifts, okay? Some crackheads be out and about at night. I don't know what they are. They're like vampires, bro. You know what I mean? You're always gonna run into a couple of them. But I never taken no night shift stuff. I know we've done it in past videos. Go check them out. But we ain't doing that in IRL. No way.
It was 2 years ago. I was called in to do the night shift, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. at 7-Eleven, since somebody called out. The store was located on a busy road in a rather quiet and rural area. During the night shift, you could expect anywhere from 10 to 20 people come in to buy a beer or something else. This one particular night,
I'll be
there
buying
was
some
this one guy,
Gatorades or something.
mid-20s, that came in.
He
He started making weird noises, like loud yelling noises.
Oh!
I assumed
What did I say, man? This dude's already starting to do the Michael Jackson Thriller dance, you know? He's like, ah!
he had some kind of mental disability.
I'm going
In fact, my brother has a mental disability, so I immediately felt sympathy for the guy. He walked up to the counter without any items, with his head facing me, but his eyes were looking up at the ceiling.
Oh,
I felt uncomfortable. I honestly didn't know how to deal with it. I tried speaking with him, but he only responded in loud noises. I kept checking if he was with someone outside, but he was alone. There weren't any cars in the parking lot, so I assumed he walked. He stood there for so long, looking up at the ceiling and making noises, that I tried to get him out by handing him a bag of chips and telling him he can go. I tried finding some kind of number to call for someone to help him. Then, out of nowhere, he finally turned around and walked out of the store.
Yep, get on out, buddy.
I felt so horrible for the man.
No, we don't.
But at the same time,
no, we don't.
I
We
felt
let
a
him
bit
go on his
creeped
own
out.
way. Okay? On his own
About
journey.
an hour later, the phone on the counter rang.
Oh. 7-Eleven. Dude, does
I picked
7-Eleven
up
even
to hear the
have
familiar
calls?
yelling sounds of the man from earlier. It caught me off guard. I didn't know what to
He's
think,
done his Google search.
other than
Does
this
this dude
has to
have
be
a
some
phone?
kind of prank. I hung up on them and was now becoming paranoid of my surroundings, constantly checking the outside through the windows.
Cold
Come
work,
4
someone
o'clock,
else has got to
the
come
person
in.
working after me came in, finally allowing for me to go home. It
Yep.
wasn't my problem anymore.
No, not at all.
I got home and threw all my stuff on the table, ready to get to sleep.
Oh, this
But
dude's
my
following us
phone
back
rang
home or
within a
something.
minute after entering the door.
How do these people know
I
about the
felt a
landlines
chill
and
run
stuff?
down my spine.
Honestly.
Why would someone be calling at 4 a.m.? I could only imagine it was bad news. I braced
Yeah,
myself
at that
and picked
point.
up the phone to hear the man again. I
Nah,
felt
bro.
sick to
I'm
my
moving
stomach
state
as
at
I
that
listened
point.
to the loud noises
No,
he made.
getting out of there.
I struggled to slam the phone to the receiver. All night, I felt like I was being watched, even with all the blinds shut.
Yeah.
And I could swear I heard strange noises coming from all over my house. I refused to get any
that
sleep
one
until the
little
sun
thing
came up.
gets you so paranoid, it's nuts.
Weeks passed and I had forgotten about the incident, until one day, when going into the basement for the first time in a while, I found that papers
Dude's
had been
got a
scattered all over the
basement?
floor. And when I went into the basement closet, I found writing on the walls. 7-Eleven had been written in Sharpie on the wall, along with the address to the 7-Eleven I worked at and my house address.
Dude was
The most disturbing part.
Dude was trying to get supplies for his spot in the basement. Now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense.
I also found various
You were
kitchen knives,
keeping a
along
crackhead
with a large pocket knife sitting in the
without
closet,
even knowing that you were
which started
housing
out
a
as
crackhead.
seemingly just an innocent person turning into something of a prank, ultimately turned into something much more horrifying.
He's living in the walls for sure.
He had been living down there for God knows how long, and I'm just grateful that for whatever reason, he changed his mind and left.
How, man?
Because I haven't seen or heard from him since.
Hey, no way.
All I can say is that man is dangerously ill.
No shit, and he got into your basement. This video was going to be really short with 2 stories, so we're going to add on another one. We're going to add on the 3rd one, which is called Scary Ouija Board Stories. I don't know about you, I ain't stuffing with them. They get sold at the local department stores as like games and stuff. You can keep that. I'm not playing that. Let's get into it. And you're about to find out the reason why we don't play with that. Oh shit, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, the way I'm looking around, just peeking
ever since I can remember,
it's got me
we've
going.
always had one of those old vintage Parker Brother Ouija boards sitting in our closet collecting dust. When I was a kid, I always wondered what it was.
Who's getting this for fun?
From the box, it seems like a horrible board game. Until one day I found out what a Ouija board really is,
Salem,
and
USA.
immediately dug it out of the closet.
That's where the witches
I insisted on my brother trying it out with me, and eventually got him to play along.
Oh, vampires, it's one of them.
We put our hands on the planchette, and I began asking the typical cliche questions like, is there anybody there? And, can you answer me? Other than my brother jokingly moving the planchette around to imitate an answer from some kind of entity, there was no real response. After getting bored, we put the game back in the box.
Not yet.
I did a little research that night to find out how to make Ouija boards work.
What have you done?
Many people said online that the most ideal environment when using a Ouija board is in a dark room only lit by candles.
Bro, what a
So when my parents weren't home, I managed to gather like 6 or 7 candles and convinced my brother to try it one more time. I lit the candles and set them around the table in the dining room with all the lights out.
Brothers are usually more smart.
We tried one more time. I asked again if there was anybody there.
It's usually like you and your friend or something.
The planchette began to move. I told my brother to stop moving it, but he swore he wasn't. I told him to move his hand away, and he did. It kept moving.
No.
My brother thought I was messing with him.
Bro, the brother's way older. He should have known.
The planchette landed on the word yes. I was only 9, so I was legitimately shitting myself.
100%.
My older brother had to take over.
I'd be shitting myself, and I'm
he asked the question,
much older.
Are you a good spirit? There was a 5-second pause before my brother's hand moved along with the planchette to the word no. We both looked at each other, and at this point I ran to my room and shut the door behind me, but he continued on with the so-called game. I heard his muffled voice come from down in the dining room.
You gotta say goodbye to it.
All of a sudden I heard him screaming at the top of his lungs.
Oh damn.
I ran back downstairs to see what was wrong. He was holding up his shirt, revealing a small open wound.
Yeah,
it almost looked like a claw mark.
I'm sorry.
He told me to set the fireplace immediately, and I obeyed. He threw the thing in the fireplace and told me to never speak of what happened to anybody. We have never used a Ouija board since.
I don't even know if you're supposed to do that. I got no idea. That's a waste of like $30 on that board game. What is this? If you guys did enjoy this video and want to see more Llama Arts reactions, let me know in the comments below and we'll keep doing it. Okay? I'll leave the link to the original creator Llama Arts in the description below. So go check out their vids. They have huge amounts of stories to go and watch. If you guys did like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. It really helps me out. We're up to 72 subscribers, I'm pretty sure. 71 or 72. But we're getting close to that 100 mark. So if you guys want to join the Cashes XJ community, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you guys don't miss another upload. We got another upload coming on Sunday for Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Peace!